Glad to have you with us from Tampa, Raymond James Stadium, as we are set for a showdown in the Reliaquest Bowl. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Oregon Ducks offense will get the first swing of the game. And here he comes, the guy who pulls all the strings in this attack.
I think what makes him so unique, he has such a good understanding of this offense. Always seems to know what the answer is to the test.
Always in control. The receivers know they're going to get the football. Everybody believes in this dude.
From the gun, running back gets to give. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Shotgun snap on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. Secures it at the 30. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. So the Florida Gators offense has the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Scrambling away. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Had it right in his hands in the middle of the field, and it trickled to the ground. It'll be 4th down. No fair catches here, looking for room. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. He's looking to throw it. It's complete to the left. One thing I've noticed from talking to coaches about their approach to bowl games is how many of them use it as a springboard for next season. They try to focus on developing some of the new guys, maybe, that have joined them for the bowl practices.
I mean, you get 15-plus extra practices. You start to play and experience more as young guys. The older guys get a little bit more rest. But, yeah, you're building the future. You're building the foundation. You're working on your technique. And you know what? You also get to have some fun. I think that's important for team building, is having fun at your location, doing the different things together to start to build that unity that will make a big difference in the future.
Yeah, there's a saying in college football that your freshman year, when you get to bowl season, you're no longer a freshman. A lot of players grow up, get the extra practices mentally, and from a confidence standpoint, you turn the page. I can remember back to my true freshman year, we're getting ready to play Penn State. We had a lot of NFL talent in my freshman class, and everybody just seemed to grow a foot taller. They were playing with a different intensity level that really paid off for us the next year.
Fires to the middle. And the pass is incomplete on 4th down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. First down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Avoids pressure. But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Didn't make it any easier on themselves on first down. Now second and long from the 21. Now the play fake. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Gators line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. They're going to go to the air on third and short. He's got it. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. And the Ducks moving quickly to the line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense getting set for first down. From the gun, the ground game. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Offense gets set for second down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. This is a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Finds him out of the backfield. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Working that left side now. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Out of the gun to give to the back. At the 40, there he goes. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. He wants to throw. Got his man quickly. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He breaks a tackle. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Motion from the offense. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Lets it fly deep downfield. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now, it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
They'll go to the ground. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. It's caught downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
There's so many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the past at Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run and the run up the middle and then play-action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field because your eyes are focused on something they shouldn't be focused on.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. Keeps it himself and gets the first. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. The Ducks will hustle to the line. They'll throw it on first down. He's got it and still on his feet. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Handoff from the shotgun. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on second down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
What an example of this quarterback just putting his offense on his back. Drop back, wanted to throw the ball downfield, nobody open, no problem. Extend the play, buy himself some time, and then take off with his legs to score that touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a soft spot in the middle. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He'll come out throwing on first down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? After misfiring, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Coming after it. And they got him for the sack. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Gators will punt this one away. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. A first down for the offense. He's going to pass. Unloads it left. It's complete. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
On target.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
This offense has a second down play. And they can't make the connection. Couldn't find his man last time. Now they'll have to convert 3rd and 4. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Oregon. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now.
Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel in the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He'll start this drive firing. Going for it all. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. The incompletion on first down. Now they face a 2nd and 10 from the 31. Oh, he had it, and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The hand to the running back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, 2 quarters in the books in the Reliaquest Bowl. A couple of teams who have battled their way here, looking to bring home some hardware for the trophy case. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Reliaquest Bowl.
The Ducks will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Gators sending the offense back to work. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with a bowl win.
This is a team I know that takes a lot of pride, and I'm sure at halftime in the locker room, David, there was some shouting going on. They need to get themselves motivated and ready to go, because they're not out of this game.
Yeah, and when you get that shouting and you get the quarreling amongst each other, you get some motivation. You need something good to happen early. This first possession, get the football, go make something happen, create some momentum.
Neutrals on your side. Defense.
The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Throws to the wideout. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Gators will call on their punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. A high kick trying to pin them deep. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. Pressure coming. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge. The freak. It was a nightmare. So hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was easier than what we faced in practice. And I tell you, this D-line by the Gators, what they got this year, they are special.
A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Line getting set on second down. The back goes in motion. On second down, just keeps firing. He makes the catch. What a throw. Not a lot of room. He fits it in beautifully, and they've got it at the 30. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. And the Ducks are threatening in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Makes the catch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game. And the pass hits, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah.
The Ducks have it with a first and goal. He's looking to pass. Touchdown, Oregon! And the stomping has commenced. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. You need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Makes a move. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you can see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point gets him a little closer at 31-10. That's the kind of play that energizes the entire team. 96 yards, he took it back for the touchdown. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll leave it with him. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Fires to the big fella. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll give it to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Finds his tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. On the option. He'll pitch it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Ducks will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. He's looking to throw it. Getting some heat. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the Oaks. The inside handoff. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. They're getting this guy lathered up. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch past the sticks. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Gets it out fast. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Trying to surge it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gator! Well, 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 somebody's been doing their box jumps.
You ain't lying. Getting up in the air. Hey, listen, I'm taking a picture of that, saving it. That might be my screensaver on my phone. That vertical way up in the air.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're now down 31-17. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Quick release on the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Second down coming up. Give to the back. He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. The Gators sending the offense back to work. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass, and this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Second down now after the sack. He's looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. They're trying to get to him. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be fourth down. And the Gators decide to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's still running after the move. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Looking to move it through the air. Got the back over the middle.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. And the Ducks with the 1st and 10. They go to the counter. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. The defender crossed the line a little bit too early. It's a free 5 yards for the offense. Running back searching for a hole. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They stripped it out. The D scoops it up, and everybody reverses field.
And this is one of those where you go, oof, you start to breathe a little deeper on the sidelines. You felt really, really comfortable having the big lead, plus 2 possessions in the 4th quarter. But now you gave the ball back. You put yourself in a position where you're going to have to earn it a little bit more now.
The offense set for a first down play. He wants to throw. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Quick completion on the out route. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. New set of downs after that completion. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Looking to throw it again. This time he's got it.
And that's perfect for the defense. You'll give that up all day. You're winning this game by multiple possessions late in the game. Play big zone coverages, keep the ball in front of you, and tackle the ball carrier inbounds.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Offense set on 1st down. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that lead grows even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the left. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. He leaves it with his back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple after getting knocked back to open this drive at 2nd and 12. He's got it again. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. They'll have to get it to the 37 on third down. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Feeling some heat. Got his man on the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And on fourth down, they'll take a knee, but this was just about over. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to two very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on. Keep working on them. Keep developing. Those things you do well, dude, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistently.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.